Hey yo, what's the vibes, YouTube?
What's the vibes, YouTube? It's your boy LV, and we back outside with another banger. Creepy TikToks that will not let you sleep at night. If this your first time here, you're looking for stopping by. If it's not your first time here, you already know the vibes. Let's dive right into it.
For sure.
Hi, my name's Peter Kane. I'm president of the Mermaid Society and Mermaid Foundation. Now, I have looked at this footage, and so have some colleagues of mine from some major universities. Major. And there's a lot of stuff out here with mermaids that isn't real. And this footage here, right here, you're actually going to see a real mermaid in the wild.
Show us. Let me see.
It's so clear that this is real. Now, Cornell has looked at this. Major universities. Major. Here we go.
Oh,
That is a real mermaid. You can tell by the shape of the tail.
He might not be lying. Hey, yo, what the Bruh.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, y'all want to drink tea, huh? Y'all tea
not
drinkers,
the tea.
y'all think, it's kind of healthy, right? Cup of tea.
Oh,
What's
God,
in
not
that
the
bag
tea.
then? Get in that bag. Y'all already know how we do when the microscope come out. You already
My mom love tea, y'all.
know what's coming. What's happening? Damn, that's the bag. Whoa, that look like a roach. That look like a roach, fam. Oh,
dead
man.
bug.
Hell
What is
nah.
that?
All up in your tea. Thirsty. Y'all want some tea and crumpets?
Bruh.
Damn,
that's
y'all
not
got
cool at
y'all
all.
drinking bug juice. That's all tea is. Bug juice. That's crazy. Damn. My
Wow.
mom drink a lot of tea, too.
Popular children's cereal also has an ingredient that is the main ingredient in degreasing paints,
What?
trisodium phosphate. So we want to know how many people know that this toxic chemical is in all their children's favorite cereal.
Hey kids! Are any of these your favorite cereals? Which one?
Yeah, Reese's Puffs.
That's a really hard choice because actually, they're like my three top.
Trix, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon toast.
Trix?
Toast Crunch all day.
Do you know what these cereals have in common?
Whole grain.
Bunch of sugar.
All whole grain.
Whole grain.
They all wrong, too, I bet.
Fat content?
What? High fructose corn syrup.
Ah!
See, he's on to something. Kid's on to something, y'all.
Do you know what TSP is?
No, I don't.
Trisodium phosphate?
Uh-oh.
Very not good for you.
Not good for
You use it for cleaning.
Would you eat that?
No, I don't know what it is.
It's degreaser, it's paint remover, it's a lubricant. But it's also found in all
Wow.
three of these cereal. It's an ingredient. Would you still eat it if I gave it to you like that? No.
Of course I'm not eating that shit.
Do you know what TSP is? You really know what it is?
I don't even eat cereal.
Have you ever eaten it?
I know that.
What is it?
Trisodium phosphate.
What does it do?
It cleans your walls very, very well.
He knows exactly what it is.
Yeah. Do you know that's in your cereal? It's already an ingredient.
Serious?
Yep. And all three of these. Trisodium phosphate right there.
Right there, wow.
I was actually quite surprised that there's TSP in the cereal.
Yeah,
Wow.
So like on this, so if you've used this before, and it says a warning, harmful if swallowed. Does that look okay to eat?
It looks like sugar. but
Bruh.
it's not.
That's not sugar, that's trisodium phosphate.
I know, but
It's
there's
the
still
chemical.
chemical.
Do you still want to eat the cereal now?
No.
She goes, yeah.
I'm baffled right now.
No. Would you still eat this cereal right now if I put that on top? What do you think that does to your insides?
It makes bacteria go and
Bruh.
Like that.
What's up with this one?
This one's organic. Now we're not promoting it or anything, but it tastes the exact same as Reese's Puffs, but it doesn't have the weird ingredients in it. Do you want to try it?
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But yeah, if you look at the ingredients in this, you can understand all the ingredients. You know what you're eating. It's not necessarily healthy, but it's a lot healthier for you. It has no chemicals in it. Does it taste the same as Reese's Puffs?
Okay, so there's alternatives, y'all. There's alternatives, y'all. Hold on. There's alternatives. Make sure when you go to these supermarkets, check the labels. Check what's on it. Check what's inside. Because trisodium phosphate just went over everybody's heads. But people been eating these cereals for years upon years. Like, check what's inside these cereals, please. Let's get back to the vid.
here's why. The reason this meat resembles real meat so closely is because the bio-inks
3D printed meat, man.
its creation are actually stem cells extracted from cows and then grown in a lab. Once there are enough cells, a computer decides the shape of the meat, the ratio of fat to meat, and then the printing process begins. Look at these details. They are identical to real beef. And when it is ready and served, you won't even feel the difference. Even the smell will be the same.
Look at
Many
that.
tech companies have already set their sights on the promising area of printing. To grow expensive and rare Japanese meat, you need at least a few years. But printing allows this to be done in just 2 minutes. Plus, there's no need to slaughter 900,000 cows daily, not to mention other living beings. Besides, it's cheaper and can be produced in much larger volumes. Only advantages, unless it turns out over time that there are some drawbacks. And here the question is, would you eat meat knowing it was printed by a printer?
Hell no.
So it has come to my attention that half of the population does not have an inner monologue.
This is
People
funny.
are starting to wake up to them not having an inner monologue. And I know some people are going to be like, what is an inner monologue? You know, like having a conversation with yourself inside of your head. And the statistics show that it's up to 30 to 50% of the population that do not have an inner monologue.
Hey, yo, what the
As
fuck?
in, they don't have a conversation with themselves inside of their head. Or someone who internalizes their dialogue. And I was thinking to myself, 30 to 50% would be outrageous.
That's a lot of people.
Until I start seeing the numbers add up, including the CDC said it themselves. I'm just highly curious on how do these people make decisions? I know if I make
Right.
any executive decisions, I have to have a long discussion with me and myself. Which leads me to the question of, is these people real? Are they bots? I'm just curious. I will be absolutely terrified if I even went one day without talking to the realest nigga I know. Me. Y'all let me know in the comments though. Do y'all have an inner monologue? And what y'all think about people not having one? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
Hold on, because I got an inner monologue. I literally can sit here and be quiet, but my mind, I can hear myself talk to myself. I can talk to myself in my head. I can also have conversations with other people in my head. Literally, like I can hear their voice. Like I can do all of that. It's so weird. So I know exactly what he's talking about. But for 30 to 50% of the people to not have that, like what are they, just soulless beings? Like I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you have this inner monologue, because I need to know. Like, what's your insight? Put me on. Let's get back to the video.
P. Diddy's house was not raided, and I'm going to explain. Let's see if you're still awake. This is a big test, but by the way, that is one of the most famous Starbucks in the world right there. Go figure. Anyway, here's what I mean. I'm hoping you guys understand that that was not a raid. That was actually on purpose so they can go get the documents to cover up who's really behind it. This is the same thing as Epstein. This is the same thing as withholding the dossier, the Clintons. This is the exact same stuff that the elites are doing. He is just a fall guy. I'm sorry if it's windy, but he's just a fall guy. How do you think he knew to leave? Come on. He's going to probably take the fall, but the reality is this goes to celebrities, to rap moguls, to the whole Hollywood industry, to politicians. They got all the goods on them. So they went in to get the evidence. Now we're not going to see it for years. We're not going to see this thing for years. There's going to be a cover-up and a cover-up. Prince Harry and all these people and all these celebrities, all these politicians, all this stuff. They're all in on this pedo creep factor. Everything that basically the right's been saying about adrenochrome and about QAnon, it's all coming true. Do you guys not see that? These people with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, like $800 million, they got nothing better to do than abuse kids. And apparently it's a game to them.
Fucking insane.
So I hope you know that this is not about P. Diddy. This is not a raid. This is about the feds covering their ass.
So everybody been talking about this new Baphomet burger that McDonald's is dropping. Now I did some research on it, and I found out that it's AI generated. Yeah, somebody AI generated the burger in this little demon toy with a bunch of more other burgers and demon toys. Now there's something a little more sinister that's going on with this picture than a Baphomet burger. See, what we gotta realize is AI done got to the point to now people don't know what's real from fake.
Yeah, because that looks mad
like,
real.
AI can create anything and make it believable. The minds of millions of people. Pictures like this that's AI generated knows how to trick the subconscious mind of humans. Like, look how real this burger and this toy looks.
Seriously though.
Finna go on some times, my people, where we're gonna have to know how to discern what's real and what's fake. Because we got things like Project BB that's coming. You're gonna have to know what's real from what's fake. Now let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments though. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
I tell you one thing. We only the Will Smith spaghetti video was like a year ago. Remember that funny, wild looking, distorted looking video where he was eating the spaghetti looking all crazy? That was an AI video. But now it looks nothing like that. Like the AI videos that they have now look really real. And like you said, they could fool your mind. Let's get back to it.
So I saw the video about the back of the $20 bill. It's not gonna let me zoom in. And they was saying it looked like somebody hanging. But if you
hanging
look up here at the pillars, who the fuck are they?
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Hey yo.
Those are not pillars. Those are faces. People.
There's people hanging on a $20 bill?
Who are these people?
That's crazy.
All the street lights came on around us. Whoa, what's that? Oh my!
What the fuck?
It's a left-wing cover-up. This is what they're covering up.
What is that?
Take a picture. Take a picture. TMZ will buy it.
It's a drone.
What is that?
Don't light up like that. That's an alien right there.
Could be.
Hello?
Holy shit! What the hell is that? You confirm that the cover-up.
Portal maybe? I never seen a red portal before though.
Look at it.
Okay, I think we're about to be possessed.
Yo, what is
I
that?
actually think that's really creepy, and I don't like it.
I leave everything to Sebastian. Oh look,
What
we're
is
losing
that?
totality.
What is that? Truth, truth, what is it?
I think it's probably a...
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone now.
Probably like a...
That was crazy.
Have a go of this. Watch these walls. Oh my fucking god, bro.
That's fire.
What?
I don't think that's a portal though, but that's fire.
Anybody's dealing with tooth decay or any kind of bacterial problem with the mouth has a pH level too, and it has to be balanced out. So coconut oil, coconut pulling is always the number one thing, and benzoate clay. Now I'm gonna tell you about the benzoate clay. When we eat sugar and processed foods, everything has sugar in it. I ain't talking about natural sugars, it's in fruits.
Processed sugar.
About processed sugar.
Yeah.
Processed sugar is a chemical that the body registers as a poison. So all the calcium from your bones and teeth leave the teeth and the bones to fight the what the body thinks is poison is the sugar. You understand? So to add minerals back into the calcium, back into the teeth, you gotta add minerals, which you remineralize the tooth with benzoate clay. All right, so get some powder or remineralizing powder to add minerals back to the teeth.
Okay.
Here's my biggest fear with the Baltimore Bridge collapse. We may be seeing a cover-up underway. Did you know that this ship, the Dali, in 2015, was built, as long as it's complying with federal and international maritime law.
That's a big ass ship, y'all.
Power systems, both independent.
Massive.
So this ship never should have lost power for more than 45 seconds. It's also equipped with 2 steering systems that are independent of each other. These are auxiliary systems in case of emergency. And according to these federal regulations, both of these systems must come online after a loss after 45 seconds.
Wow.
45 seconds. That didn't happen here, which makes me think, is it a possibility that something nefarious is going on here? We know that the Voyage data recorder did not record 2 minutes of data. That is fishy. We know the CDC had 13 hazmat containers on board. Where were they going? Why were they on board? Why this crash now? We know that they first told us it was very windy on the channel. Turns out After a look at the weather, only 4 knots was the wind. That's not responsible for turning this giant boat. Why didn't these auxiliary power systems come on? Many believe there is a possibility this boat was hijacked remotely, possibly even by China. I don't know if this is true or not, but federal investigators need to be investigating it instead of shuffling it off as just an act.
Sir? Hold on, he's right though. I never even looked at it that way. What if those boats were being hijacked remotely by someone like China or Russia, you know? And bro, just think about that. Because it happened so many times in the span of like 2 weeks. Ohio, Oklahoma, a bridge just missed a boat just missed the Verrazano Bridge in New York. So like maybe they trying to get us with these boats, man. They trying to hijack our boats, crash them into the bridge, and disable out. You know what I'm saying? Like, give you something to think about. That's definitely deeper than rap. I never even thought about that till he said something. Let's get back to the vid though.
CERN is the largest machine in the world, and you can go to their website and you'll see their symbol has 3 6s, 666.
It's about to get
and
spicy.
On their website it says, what is the nature of our universe? What is it made of? This machine accelerates particles at the speed of light. Many believe when these particles collide, they create miniature black holes. Many spiritual people believe that when these black holes open, they're able to observe matter in a different dimension, and that whatever's living on that side might be able to get through to this side. Could you imagine if hypothetically the CERN machine is able to open up into, portals to other dimensions? We know that there's other dimensions. This is a fact of science. You don't even have to believe in God. Every scientist says, yes, there are more dimensions than the one we can see and smell and touch. Like, we live in 3, there's maybe up to 11, maybe even more dimensions than that. These demonic beings have lived in a parallel dimension to ours. They're on this earth. They have cities. Some of the scholars in Islam believe the demonic realm, the throne of the devil, is above water. They don't know if it's the Bermuda Triangle or the Devil's Sea, but in the parallel dimension, that is where their throne, his throne, sits. So imagine now the demonic realm is on this earth, but in a parallel dimension. Imagine if they can get into this dimension and they still have their powers.
CERN activated their particle accelerator during the solar eclipse, which just happened an hour ago.
Gonna get interesting,
and something
y'all.
terrifying occurred. We all know of the solar eclipse that hit parts of North America just now. But did you know that the largest particle accelerator in the world was activated during the eclipse in order to study dark matter? Everything went well at first, until world governments were alerted of something terrifying just a few minutes ago. After the first 2 particles collided, objects in the laboratory started moving strangely in all directions, as if there were hundreds of magnets pulling them. This is when people outside the lab noticed strange lights in the sky, which were previously not there. It looked as if a blue ring of some sort appeared, and inside it, people reported seeing stars, although it was the middle of the day. Once the scientists ran out to see it for themselves, they literally saw what they speculate is a portal somewhere into outer space. This is when something impossible happened. An enormous hand began poking out of the hole as if it were a large creature of some sort. Moments later, it had disappeared, and the CERN scientists immediately alerted the Swedish government, which further notified all countries of this. The portal is still there, and this was all just 20 minutes ago. Comment for an updated video.
Wow.
Okay, part 2, from what transpired in CERN. You've watched my last video about it being reported about when they turned on the Hadron Collider at CERN in Sweden, that something transpired and all hell broke loose and they had to alert other countries. Okay, several days ago I was shown, I am a channeler, and I channel a guide from Andromeda.
Sorry, yo.
Andromeda behind me here, the star system Andromeda, and I'm going to call this guide Faith. And Faith and I met about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and this Andromedan had been showing me that her specialty, she's shown me for the last 2.5, 3 years, that her specialty is black matter subjugation. And I had, and still have, Carrie, as just me, girl on the street, I have no idea what black matter subjugation is. I was blown away. I'd never even heard the phrase. And when I looked it up on Google, when she shared it with me 2+ years ago, it's not a thing. It's not something you can just look up. All I was starting to find were articles relating to CERN. Okay, fast forward to today and yesterday, knowing that, you know, they were turning on the collider again and that they had had it off for some time. She had shown me, I call it a she, because that's how she shows herself to me. She had shown me that she was going to be there yesterday. And I was like, what do you mean? She'd been showing me for about 2 weeks, because at various times of my life, I'll check in with her and I'll say, hey, where are you in the universe or the multiverse or wherever it is you are? Where are you? Can you tell me? Sometimes she can say a name or she can show me things. Other times she just shows it as not something that can be named, but she's essence. Okay, so fast forward to, I know CERN was coming, you know, the eclipse was coming, like what's happening? Like, I'm gonna check in with my girl Faith. Okay, she showed me about 2 weeks before the eclipse, she said, I'm going to be there. And I'm like, what do you mean you're going to be there? And she showed me, she's like, I'm going to be at CERN. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, what are you gonna do? And so she was showing me these blocks of thought that for me are like projections, and it's like a movie screen in my mind of what is transpiring. And she kept showing me that she and multitudes of other entities, and the best way I can describe it is like she was showing herself like plasma, which is so goddamn epic. Because if you watch the video that I just duetted with, that's exactly what it was. They're calling it the ghost of CERN. I know exactly what it was. It was the other systems, the other entities, all, I don't know what you believe, but I'm going to say it in the language that just makes sense to me. So all the other star beings, all of our star brothers and sisters, the star people, they are all here to assist us. Yes, there are dark ones, but there are way more light ones that are here invested in what's happening on Gaia.
Okay.
And they were very, very, very invested on what was transpiring yesterday, because they did not want that collider to transpire on this portal. It was very, very, very dangerous, especially when it comes to black matter, or as they call it, dark matter. So she showed me in the upcoming weeks, like, there are many of us. And when I say many, it's a number bigger than I could probably ever even name. We are going to be there in presence to change the trajectory, to change the outcome of what they have planned at CERN, because we cannot allow this to transpire. It's the type of situation where, because I then asked her, I'm like, wait, what about like non-interference? Like, we have free will, we have, you know, the agreements that we are not going to interfere. You know, they can only introduce us from the inside out. So those of us who know that we are from other star systems, you know, and we remember and we know which star systems that we are aligned to, like, we are supposed to come here and be born and then work from the inside out. And she's like, yes, that is true. That is something that is an agreement. But when it comes to destruction of the planet, when it comes to catastrophic destruction, there are safeguards and pinpoint moments where we are allowed, through the council's collective agreement, to step in and make changes. And that is exactly what transpired yesterday. And I would love to do some more diving research, or if you know in the comments what's transpiring right now, because I was so blown away when this video came up on my feed. I had to stop what I was doing immediately, duet that one, and make this one while Faith was like just downloading me with information. And what she's showing me is that they are all still there. They're all still there. It's not over. And they can call it a ghost, but we know what it is. It's star presence. It's unbelievable. You know, yesterday there was a collective hum that we were doing when the eclipse was transpiring, and I was humming, and I was like thanking the universe, thanking the divine for the upliftment of the humans on earth, thanking the divine for the healing of Gaia, thanking all that is for, you know, humanity to come together in deep love and presence. And it's transpiring. It's happening. We're changing things. We are. Hold the light. Hold the light. 51% love changes everything. Hold the line of love. We've got this. Okay, comment if you want more.
Now, at first I thought it was fake because of the AI video at the start of the video, but when she started talking and explaining her side of the story, it kind of started to make a lot of sense. And I actually believe everything she said. You know, even if it's fake, it's still a good story. But I really do personally believe everything she said. Like, she also said, I don't know what you believe in, but yeah, that's deep. What they got going on at CERN, colliding these particles together, they're dealing with something they shouldn't be dealing with. Like, and that's why she said the collective has to step in when times like this occur, and they have to make changes for the better right of humanity. Like she said, 51% of love changes everything. So it is what it is. That was dope right there. Let's keep it going though.
What's good, my people? So we're going to talk about this right here. That solar eclipse supposedly getting blocked out by the moon. All right, so we're going to do a little critical thinking session. Here we go. So if we know this is how the moon looks during the day, because if you ever went out in sun gaze, you oftentimes will see the moon in the middle of the day looking just like this. So it looks white, grayish, right?
Yep.
So how does the moon going in front of the sun turning from this to this? So you're telling me that the white gray sun goes in front of the sun, which gives off white yellowish light, right? And then turns black all of a sudden. No, that's not what happens. So I came out of a meditation, and what was downloaded to me is that is going to be the black sun in front of the sun, which is going to amplify the energy coming onto the planet. That's why they have all of these national emergency protocols out right now. Hence why you have CERN gearing back up on April 8th. So that way they can tap into this amplified energy coming back onto the planet. So what CERN does is they try to find the God particle. So if they know that the sun is going to be amplified by the black sun, then there'll be a greater chance for them to find that God particle. That's why they're shooting those rockets up into the air. Part 2 dropping soon.
Makes sense.
They're covering the sun because the sun is still in eclipse, and you will clearly see the moon somewhere else, which means that
and there's proof of that too.
Science will be thrown out the window, people. Y'all don't understand how important that is. If they've taught the entire world that an eclipse was when the moon passed in front of the sun, and you look up over here and you see an eclipse, and you look up over there and you see the moon,
a lot of shit ain't gonna add up.
Everything that they taught you could potentially be a lie. It's kind of like the judge that ends up being corrupt, and whenever he loses his judgeship, they have to go back and overturn all of his convictions. They're going to have to go back and rewrite science, people. This is why they are going to such great lengths to keep the clouds in the sky and us from seeing what's really going on up there, people. Everything that they've taught us has been a lie, and God is not going to move until y'all give him his respect. Oh yeah, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. TikTok.
Did you know when you die, your soul go to the moon, and the moon take your soul and throw it right back on Earth? Watch this. The moon is a life review program. Once you get to the moon, they show you how bad your life was. So you can say, I want to do it all over again. And once you agree to it, guess what? You come right back to this planet. 2024 is going to expose every lie that was told in the Matrix. 2024 is number 8. Number 8 is the hidden number. 7 days of the week is a program. They want us stuck on number 7 so we won't overstay what number 8 really means. When you ride down the street and you see these traffic lights, did you know these traffic lights actually program your soul to believe a certain way? When you are looking at these colors, they're not really traffic lights. They are your chakras that's upside down. Every color they used in this matrix is actually attacking one of your chakras. If you don't understand how your chakras work, you will always be stuck within your chakras. Next time you ride down the street and you see these traffic lights, turn it upside down so you can have a better idea of what's going on. Remember, 2024 is number 8. We have 8 planets in our solar system. We have 8 phases to the moon. Number 8 is really important, but they keep it from us for a reason. Even when it comes to spirituality, they be lying. They said we only have 7 chakras. 7 chakras and 7 days of the week is all connected. This is a false program. We really have 8 chakras, but if we keep focusing on number 7, the crown, we will never understand what the soul star is. The soul star is our 8th chakra. The soul star represents the full moon because the full moon is the 8 phases or the 8th cycle of the moon. Remember, the moon eats our energy until it get full. And once it get full, it take our energy and push it all back to us. The full moon is the artificial 8th chakra or the soul star. So while we're distracted trying to reach our crown chakra, the people that control this matrix are still in our soul star. The soul star represents everything because it's all about abundance. That's why number 8 is so important, because 2024 is going to break down every lie that was ever told to us. We're about to get the truth back to us. Remember, they use numbers to program everything in the matrix, because once you follow these numbers, you can actually be numb. But the number 8 is coming to all of us. Number 7 is their program, but what they did was they flipped reality upside down. So now we don't understand what our true mission is.
Nah, that boy just went crazy. That's how you break it down. That was really good. I hope we all learned something just now, because I know I did. That was really good. I know one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. The moon is a plasma. You can't land on the moon. So if the moon is a plasma, it has to be harvesting some type of energy or doing something in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can't land on it. It's not there. It's there, but it's not there, if it makes any sense. But yeah, that was good. Well said, Organic Like Us. Well said. Back to the video, y'all. Wow, his shirt say, "This is black magic." Denzel is not messing with him. And why you grabbing him up like that? Move. Wow. Bruh. I've never seen nobody curve Jay-Z that bad. Like, that was really bad. He like really ignored the shit out of him. For what reason, I don't know, but back to the vid.
So there was this ginormous blob that just appeared upon the radar with up to 83 feet waves coming from Antarctica.
Oh boy.
This massive blob just pops up out of nowhere. What is this? And this is something that is not normal. It moves up to the east coast of Africa to the Atlantic Ocean. And some videos have even popped up of waves and strong winds hitting Cape Town. Now what I'm thinking is this could potentially be the Leviathan.
Wow.
You know, the biblical creature. You know, it probably could be the reason why some of these animals is beaching themselves. As y'all can see, it's traveling up north. And what y'all seeing is waves. These are waves. 63-foot waves. It started off 83 feet. Waves from Antarctica. It's a lot of strange stuff that's going on.
Yeah, that's sus.
What are we looking at?
I don't know what that is.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about this giant blob popping up in the middle of the ocean in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
I read something about the Leviathan. They said it was 300 miles long. So if the animals is beaching themselves, I know they beaching themselves because of that big shit.
There it is, shows up in the southern
Or
Atlantic Ocean,
it could be a mothership, y'all.
a very large field of waves measuring 83.7 feet. And I couldn't help but notice the interesting shape of whatever's going on down here. More strange energy showing up in various places around the world. So I'm going to step it forward another 3 hours. It gets bigger. And it gets bigger. We're going to step it forward another 3 hours. 11 p.m. on April 9th. Gets even bigger. We're going to step it forward again. Now we're into the 10th. And it is 2 a.m. Much bigger.
What is this shit, bro?
To the north. 3 hours again, still moving to the north off the southwest coast of Africa, out in the Atlantic. Now it's much bigger, showing a wider field. In fact, we're going to measure this area and get an approximate size of what's going on here. But this is at 11 p.m. on the 10th. Now we're stepping it forward yet again 3 hours, 2 a.m. on the 11th, and then going from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m., it disappears off the map.
Where the hell did it go?
What we're dealing with here is a USO. Not necessarily a rogue wave, but some sort of a large rogue object that was sending signals as if there was an 80-foot plus wave out here, when all along it possibly could have been some sort of a large underwater craft creating these wave anomalies.
Wow.
Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Look at the sun. Can you guys see that? Wow. Look at that, y'all. This is the sun at my house. Look at this.
What do y'all think that is?
Whoa, look at the halo around the sun. Right? What is that, y'all? Look at that. Huh? This huge halo. What is this black? Is that the 8 ball?
That's crazy.
Is that the 8 ball? It's the year to 8. Yo, look at this, y'all. Look at that. That shit's right there. Oh my goodness. That shit is huge, y'all. I can't even fit it in my camera. Look at that, y'all. Oh my goodness. That's just right there.
Several people in the United States are posting videos of these mysterious objects, whatever they are, in the sky during the eclipse on April 8th. I'm going to show you guys the video.
Look, there's something flying through the air. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Yo, what the fuck?
As you can see, what looks like a shadow figure, maybe a humanoid shadow figure, crossing the sky in Texas. And then you have this picture taken by a Reddit user with 4 different objects, or whatever these things are.
The Avengers are coming back to help us, y'all.
This was in Buffalo, New York.
Right above the clouds.
So we got Buffalo, New York, we got Texas, and I believe Mexico, and these people are seeing the same thing. Whatever this thing is, it does not look like a UFO. It looks like something with an unnatural movement of some sort, maybe a jinn. What the heck is going on here?
You know, on TikTok, you're starting to see what the cost of living is in other places outside of America. And honestly, I've talked to a couple entrepreneurs on this app, and they told me their plan. And their plan makes a lot of sense. There's people right now in America, and if you look at these statistics, people are leaving America. And you can call them traders, you can call them whatever the fuck you want. I call them economically fruitful. They're sitting there and saving their money up to 100K. 100K. Say I get there by 4 or 5 years, and I'm talking bullshit $20, $30 an hour jobs. And that's crazy that is a bullshit job in today's economy. A normal warehouse job around my area is between $20 and $30 in New Jersey because of the cost of living and tax. But what they're doing is they're saving up to 100K. And these are married couples. 100K. Wife and father or husband. Taking their kids and moving abroad. And living off that 100K while working. Mediocre jobs in that area. Now they broke down the price line of cost of living to apartments and all that. When I tell you that they don't even have to really touch their 100K, but if they were to, they would live like kings in the area that they're going. And a lot of people are doing this. And it's not because they're traitors. It is not because they've given up on our political system. They just say it's not economically beneficial to live in America anymore. This is not the American dream. Plus, it's safer in the countries that they're moving to. One person said Russia, but a lot of these countries are Asian and European. Are we about to really see the great exit of America? A lot of y'all be thinking about what state y'all should move to. There's a lot of people thinking what countries they should move to. You should do your own research. I looked at some of this. You gotta rent for apartments at $200. Wow, it's $1,800 to $2,000 in America.
Bruh. Right.
Food for thought. Peace to the gods.
He is 100% right. Not gonna lie, America is just a setup, man. This is the country where you come, you work for nothing, and like they just rinse you and repeat. But if you go somewhere else, $200 for rent is crazy. And I understand, you know, the lifestyle there is a lot different from what we have here in America. I completely understand that. But some places are safer, some places not so safe. You know, it's all about what you know, who you know, and the way you want to live your life at the end of the day. Because I know people who love living here in America. People love living in New York, you know. Other people, not so much. They moved out of New York. They went other places, you know. But to even think about moving out of the country, that never came across my mind. Just because I never thought I could see myself living out the country. One, I only know English. So, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's something to think about. Let me know how y'all feel about that down below in them comments. If you would ever move abroad or not, you know. And if you would, where would you go? Thanks for checking out today's video. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. And until next time, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.